Hello, folks. Mayo Best here, and I just want to first of all thank you for attending the State of the Group address for 2022. Listen, a lot of you that are starting to come into the group, I may not have met you, and some of you I have, and some of you will actually be on the Blitz Business Development Show. So some of you have had an opportunity to meet me one-on-one, and others haven't. But listen, I welcome an opportunity for any one of you to always reach out to me if you're interested in being on the show. You can always come in and interview if you come into the group by another means that wasn't through me inviting you. Either way, you're welcome. So the purpose, guys, for me actually doing this address is because I really have done a lot of thinking over the holidays. And by the way, Happy New Year's and Happy Holidays to you, even though this may be coming a little late. But nevertheless, I didn't get a chance to necessarily say that to you guys before, so I'm saying it now. So with that said, guys, the purpose for this is to really try and set a tone for the purpose that this group was actually developed. And if you read in the description of this group, one of the things that it says that I take very seriously is basically, the African proverb that it takes a village. And of course, it talks about taking a village to raise a child. And in that description, I say it also takes a village to build a business. And I really wanted to build on that concept and stay true to the tenets of both the show as well as the founding pillars that I've established to create this group. Now, folks, I realized something that I think is very key. I've been trying to figure out, man, how can I actually, bring a lot of value to this group? I'm always talking about bringing value, but I don't want to invite people to a group that they're not going to get anything out of and waste their time, because nobody's got time for that. We've all got businesses and we're trying to get the most out of any social media that we're using. And I totally, if not understand, overstand what that's like. And more importantly, I also understand how difficult that is to do, especially if you don't understand how to use the different platforms and what the sort of social etiquette is. So I came up with I think it's unique. And if it's not, then I'm fine with it not being unique. I just want it to be effective. I have a concept that I really want to experiment with you guys. And listen, it may work and it may not, but in business and in life, sometimes you have to be bold. So here we are. Now, I know that engagement, it can be difficult. When do you post? How do you do this? And how do you get started with, trying to establish yourself and build credibility and do this in a social, gathering or on a social platform? So I've learned a lot in doing that, and I really wanted to share that, but also add a few layers to it. So I'm going to be trying to do something different, but I also realized that I couldn't do it by myself. And instead of trying to create all the value, myself and, not involve you guys with this process, because it's not my group, it's actually our group. And because it's our group and it takes a community, I decided to create a model that I think can benefit us all. And I think it can help us all to not only engage, but bring some meaningful content and bring some meaningful engagement, if you will, to the situation. So I'm going to introduce some concepts that I want to follow starting next Monday. Okay. And when I start those concepts, I'm going to be inviting you guys to participate. And I believe that it's going to help not just the group, but also help you all to be able to start engaging more so that you can get out of this platform on Alignable what you're looking to get out of this platform. Social media marketing, I should say, is definitely very powerful, but it does require a certain type of effort. And I just want to put something out there. Now, I can't speak for you guys, but I will say that for me, one of the things that deterred me from doing social media in the past is because although I'm extremely interested in building relationships, I also want to get to the relationship building as soon as possible so that, yes, I can actually start the process of putting someone into my sales funnel and making money. But what happens a lot of times, or at least what happened to me, is I would get on platforms and I would try to get things started, and it would really kind of fizz out because I just didn't know what approach to take. So we're going to do something starting this Monday. So you have a whole week, because I wanted everybody to get a chance to, chime in and see this address and understand where things are going, because you're going to start seeing some different activities take place in the group. And that's going to be basically happening on a daily and weekly basis, and even on a monthly basis. And who knows, we might even throw in something happening quarterly. Now, this address is to kind of get you guys prepared for what's going to be happening, and to also ask you guys for your help in helping me build the group and helping us to get more out of being in this group. Now, I have some things planned, and I really want to talk about what they are. The first thing that I wanted to basically introduce to you guys is going to be a new concept called the 5 daily objectives. All right. And so it's going to be pretty much a different activity on every single day of the week, except for the weekend. So Monday through Friday, we're going to have an objective for each day. Now, I want to be clear. This is not something that you have to do, of course. And I want to keep it simple. I don't want anybody to feel like, oh no, he's giving us work. No, it's not like that at all. Actually, I've taken this concept from something that I would normally do by myself. I decided to actually make it a group event so that we all learn and get better at how to engage with each other through the process of actually doing one task daily, each day, one objective. Okay. So with that said, I'm going to explain to you what happens on Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday. So the first thing we have is Mondays. Okay. So check this out, guys. Mondays will be Solve My Problem Monday. Post a problem or challenge to the group and leverage the power of the collective to get it solved. Now, the purpose of this, guys, is basically based off of the mastermind concept. And any of you that have read Think and Grow Rich and have really kind of absorbed a lot of the value and principles that came out of that book, one of the biggest ones was the mastermind, or as they call it, the brain trust concept, to where you use the collective to solve a problem. So what I want you guys to do is just take one business challenge that you have. I don't care what it is. There is no problem that's too small for you to bring to the trust. If you can't solve it, then why not bring it to the group? So bring it to the group and post one problem, not 2 or 3 guys, just one problem on Mondays, okay? And post it to the group. And guys, the rest of the group, it is our job to take a look at that post and see what that challenge is and see if we can contribute to that person's issue. Now, some of you probably saying, well, this is what we do already on other groups. Sometimes yes, and sometimes no, right? I've seen this, but I haven't seen it done exactly the way I'm proposing it. And a lot of times, this is the only thing that happens on groups too, is people only propose problems that other people try to solve. But there's other things that we can do to also bring value and help each other. So that's going to be for Mondays. So let's go to Tuesday. On Tuesdays, we're going to have something called Engagement Tuesday. Okay. So Engagement Tuesday is engage with one new member you don't know in the group. Just engage, say hello to them, guys. If it's somebody new to the group that you see that you haven't seen before, introduce yourself. Okay. Now, the purpose of this is that, number one, a lot of times some of us don't know how to break that ice. We don't know how to, get that conversation started. Now, everybody's at a different level with this, and some folks are better at it than others. And I totally understand it, but that's exactly why we're doing it. And the biggest thing I want you guys to all keep in mind that, listen, let's all not pretend that we are not here to do business. Okay. We are here to do business. So folks, listen, we all want to basically sell what we're doing. If we were not doing that, or we didn't have anything to sell, we would not be here. But it's okay to also just engage with folks to say hello, and just introduce yourself. Listen, there may be some way of you guys working together. Okay. Everything doesn't have to be a sale, because I know some folks just don't like to be sold. So there are other opportunities that you can basically, create from that situation, like channel partner opportunities and a possibility to work together. So just getting that conversation started, with an engagement of introducing yourself to one new person can be extremely helpful, I think, to the group and to you as an individual. So let's move on to Wednesday. On Wednesdays, we're going to have Inspiration Wednesday. So this is something that I actually really love and I'm kind of geeking over because I love quotes. It's nothing like a really powerful quote. So on Wednesdays, guys, and by the way, yes, it's posted on Wednesdays because Wednesday is hump day and we all may need that little extra pep in our step to get through the rest of the week. So what I'm tasking you guys to do is to post one quote, just one quote or a motivational video that inspires you, okay, or really helps you in some way. It could be something that, you've learned as a child, something you've learned as an adult. It doesn't matter, but whatever quote that you love or like, or think that it could be useful for an entrepreneur to take heed to, this is what I want you to do. Post it. If you come across a motivational video, okay, let's try to post those videos on that Wednesday. You never know what folks are going through, and everybody needs help with something at some point, especially on an entrepreneurial journey. Okay. So on Wednesdays, we will do that. Now, let's go to Thursday. On Thursdays, Education Thursday. So the name of a book, a course, information, etc., anything that you have read, listened to, or a course that you've taken, or some coach or consultant that you've worked with that taught you something, okay? I want you to go ahead and just post that one thing. Post that one thing. Listen, guys, can you just imagine how much value we all can get out of that one day if everybody that's in the group posts one thing of value that they've learned from or have listened to. It could be a podcast. It doesn't matter. You post it. Guys, you never know what other people need. And some of you guys, when you post your quotes, just think of how many new quotes you can learn, or whatever information of value, of educational value, I should say, that we can interchange. See, so that's extremely valuable. All right. So that's Education Thursday. And let's go to the final day, which is Friday. Fridays are extremely simple, guys. Pay it forward Friday. Now, Pay It Forward Friday is really simple. I'm looking for you guys to invite one person to the group that you think could benefit from being a part of the collective. One person, okay? So the purpose for this is that in order for this group to actually grow and we all get more value in it, we need to add more people to it. I can only basically invite but so many people myself personally. But if we really want to build something of value that we all can benefit from, then we need to add more people to the collective. All right. So I'm just asking you guys, one person, invite one person to the group on a Friday. So you don't have to do these things every day, guys. It's just one objective. If you did this, I am pretty much sure, if you think about that, this will give you guys 5 different ways that are totally different for you guys to engage with people in the group. Now, there's some method behind this madness, guys. Now, all of the 5 tasks that I just basically created for the group to participate in, these are the same 5 tasks that I could just use myself, and I can use them in other groups, and I probably will. But the point is, if I did it that way, none of you guys would be able to benefit in the same way that I am, especially folks that are maybe just getting started with social media and trying to figure out how they use these platforms. There's a ton of benefit in information, education, and inspiration that we all can get if we all just basically once a week on a different day, post one single thing to the group. Invite one person a week. So if you think about it, that's only 5 people for the month. But that will compound over time in terms of the growth of the group and the more things that will be possible. Now, those are the 5 daily objectives that I've posted as a concept, and I'm looking forward to see you guys participate, and I'm asking you humbly to pretty much, help out me and also help yourselves by helping the group grow. And this is what I'm tasking you guys with for 2022. Now, we've got something else coming up. The second thing I wanted to basically talk about is something that I have been thinking about for a while. Now, there's something that I've been working on sort of in the shadows here that I'm going to start posting to the group, and that's going to be the meet, greet, and feature. Okay, so the meet, greet, and feature is really simple. It's pretty much going to be a networking event that we're going to do starting out once a month. Now, we may increase that to actually once a week, but we're going to start out with once a month until we get the numbers up. And the way this will work is kind of like any other sort of typical networking event. We're going to basically have a meet and greet. You get like 30 to 60 seconds to introduce who you are. And then, of course, we'll be able to really put some names and faces to the people that we may see in the group. And of course, you guys can network. Now, one of the features of this that I'm really proud of and excited to really be able to offer you guys is that we're going to feature one business that's going to get 10 minutes to share something of educational value with the group. Okay. Now, there's a bigger concept that I'm really trying to roll out with this, which is really connected to the show. So I want you guys to really see my vision here. What I'm looking to do is have folks post on inside of the events, but also what I'm looking to have you guys do is be on the show. All right. And also we take you from being on the show and then also put you in the group in front of folks live. So if people want to learn more about your business and learn more about what you do, they get a live presentation with you and see, what you're about and watch you work and build value in that sense. And where we're going to lead with this in February, okay, is that I'm actually going to be launching the Blitz Business Development Academy. And that's going to be a phenomenal opportunity that I'm going to basically open up to the entire group. Okay. So all of these things will be connected together. And for those that's looking to get massive exposure, that's exactly how this is designed. It's going to take us a little bit of time to kind of roll everything out to where it actually kind of works in sync. But I've got big plans for the group, and I'm really excited to help you guys build your businesses. So that's it mainly, guys. So I'm going to close out now. I don't want to keep you guys any longer, but I just wanted to say, guys, we've come to a time where we're standing on the precipice of dramatic and I would say life-changing events as it relates to all of us and how we live and how our businesses are going to actually need to adapt in order to survive and thrive. This is really an interesting time where it literally is adapt or die. And I honestly do feel like, for business, we're going to need to pull together and we're going to need to help each other. And we're going to need to try to do things as collectives to try to attain more distance in shorter periods of time. We're going to need more information. We're going to need, more access to opportunities. And we're going to need to be all willing to work smart, work smarter, not harder. So in order to do that, I know the enormous benefit that I've gained from being a part of masterminds and how much it's actually moved the needle for my growth, my development, and also for my business and my bottom line. And that's why I'm doing this group. I don't have a goal to make this the biggest group, on Alignable. I have a goal to make this at least one of the most effective groups for developing your business. Okay, and taking things to the next level. And this is just the beginning. So look, guys, take care. God bless and stay safe. Okay. Hopefully this address finds you well. We're going to be kicking this off next Monday, not this Monday. Okay. So this video is going to stay posted and it's going to stay nailed to the top of the group for the next 5 days. I want to give everybody enough time to let this sink in. And of course, leave your comments, about what you think. And if you even have ideas, I'd love to hear what they are. I'm always open to listen, especially to things that's going to help us develop. All right. So thank you so much. You guys have an awesome week, and I will talk to you guys soon. Bye-bye.